Hello and welcome. In this video, we are designing cascode current mirror in Cadence Virtuoso and we will try to simulate it. So in previous video, I have designed basic current mirror using 2 NMOS. Here we are using 4 NMOS. So if you want to go through the basics, then you can please refer to that video. I will give the link in the description box. So we will try to simulate it. First we will do the DC analysis, then we will also do the AC analysis. We will find the AC resistance also. So as you can see, this is a cascode based configuration. So we are running the ADEL window. Now we will run the analysis. So we are doing the AC analysis first. So we will sweep the frequency from 1 Hz to 1 GHz and we will also plot the AC resistance using the AC analysis. So now we will copy from cell view the variables. So variable is the VDS. So VDS we are taking it as 0.9 volt. And so you can see we have two NMOS in the output, the upper NMOS and the lower NMOS. So the upper NMOS is NM1 and lower NMOS is NM3. So I will plot the drain currents of both these NMOS. Remember, the upper NMOS is NM1 and the lower NMOS is NM3. So the same current, which is 100 microampere, will be copied in both these NMOS. So they will be acting like in series. So their drain currents should be same. So we will verify the same. So we will try to simulate this. So as you can see, the simulation is running and so we have the plot. So we can see that the AC analysis of both these NMOS is completed. So as you can see, from 1 Hz to 1 GHz the AC analysis is done, and for a very wide frequency range the currents are the same. So we can also plot the AC resistance for these both NMOS. So let us try to plot the AC resistance also. So we will go to the calculator. So obviously resistance will be the inverse of the curve, because on y-axis we have current and on x-axis we have the drain to source voltage. So as you can see, the resistance is plotted and we have plotted for NM1. Now we will also plot the AC resistance for NM3, which is the below the NMOS, which is lower, the lower NMOS and the upper NMOS. So as you can see, the resistance of the lower NMOS is little bit higher as the frequency increases. Initially the resistances are same, but as the frequency increases, the resistance of the lower NMOS increases a bit. So the AC analysis is done. So as you can see, now we will do the DC analysis and we will also try to find the region of operation for both these NMOS. So basically the region of operation is determined by the region of above NMOS. So if we want both the NMOS to be in saturation, then if the above NMOS is in saturation, then the below NMOS will also be in saturation. So now we will do the DC analysis. So let me close the AC analysis first. So the NMOS which is below will saturate at a lower voltage, and the NMOS which is above will saturate at a higher voltage. So if we have the upper NMOS in saturation, then the below NMOS will also be in saturation. So that only we will prove. So we will plot the DC analysis. So we have selected the DC voltage VDS. So click OK. Now we will sweep it from 0 volt to 1.8 volt and we will do the DC analysis. So as you can see, our setup is done. Now we will select both the currents also. So the drain currents of both these NMOS are selected. So obviously we know that the drain currents are equal to the source current for a FET because its gate current is very low. So we will prove that the drain currents of both these are actually the same and they should be same. So it is saying that parameter VDS is not used. I have made an error. I have not selected the value of VDS. So we will give the value of VDS is 900 millivolt. Now we will run. So hopefully the curve will come. And yes, so as you can see, only one curve has come because both the currents are exactly the same. That is why both the curves are overlapping. So if I switch off one of the curve, then we will able to see the second curve as well. So here you can see I have switched off the curve for NM1 and we can see the curve for the drain current for NM3, which is the lower NMOS. So the drain currents of both the NMOS are exactly the same, and this is obvious also because both the NMOS are in series. So obviously the drain currents have to be same, and this is the DC analysis. So now we will plot the region of operation. So I will be plotting the region of operation for the above NMOS because that is the main FET that we have to consider. So you can verify it for the below NMOS as well. I have already told you the method. I will demonstrate the method how to find the region of operation. So first go to ADL. So we have to find the region of operation. So as you can see, first we will go to parametric analysis. We will add the variable. VDS is the variable and we will take it from 0 volt to 0.9 volt. We are taking linear steps of 0.1 volt. You can take more steps also. I am showing it only for a demonstration purpose. So for more accuracy we can take more steps. So now we will run the analysis and okay, actually I have not selected the region of operation, so first I will have to select that. So let me wait for this to finish because I will be plotting the region of operation, so I have to select that from the operating parameter. So let me try to select the region of operation. So that should be available in the outputs. Yes, so we will name our output ROP. We will select, we will get it from the calculator OPT. Yes, list is not showing, so we have to select the NMOS, then it will show the list. So go to yes, OPT parameter for NMOS. Now we will select the region. So let me just search it. So yeah, it should be in this, yes, region. Oh, we can select it by RE, typing RE also. So anyways, we have got the region parameter. Now I will add it to the wave. So let me check. I think I need to copy this, or maybe I will go in directly from the output. Yes, so I will get expression. Okay, and I will apply. So I have applied this. So let me select for okay, let me try to run the simulation for this first. So please like and share the video and subscribe the channel for more such videos on Cadence Virtuoso and also on FPGA boards and Xilinx Vivado. So here we have the window is open. So one denotes linear region and two denotes saturation region. So here we can see that from at 700 millivolt the NMOS was in linear region, and at 800 millivolt it went to saturation. So the transition point lies between 700 millivolt and 800 millivolt. So you can try to find for NM1 also. It will show that the NM1 or the NMOS which is below will go into the saturation region at a value which is below the above NMOS. So for NM3 the value for transition from linear to saturation will be much below. So this is the experiment, and this is some analysis of the cascode current mirror. So you can also play with the values of W by L ratios for both the NMOS, and also you can vary the value of the DC current also. Here I have chosen the current source to be 100 microampere. You can you can vary the value of the current source also, and try to find the value at which this current mirror gives the best performance. So we have done the frequency analysis also in this video for AC analysis from 1 hertz to 1 gigahertz, and we also plotted the AC resistance. So if we do all these analysis, then we will get lot of data for our research paper also. So please like and share the channel, share the video and subscribe the channel for more such good content related to VLSI design. I have also posted the content on the various theory topics also, and if you want me to make any content, then please share your feedback and comments in the comment box. I really appreciate it, because I denote a lot of time to make these videos. So any feedback will be very much appreciated. Thank you and best of luck.